reading it off of my phone. It is called Commotion in the Ocean. Ocean. Okay. Sorry, the writing is really small. There's a curious commotion at the bottom of the ocean. I think we ought to go and take a look. You'll find every sort of creature that lives beneath the sea swimming through the pages of this book. There are dolphins, whales, and penguins. There are jellyfish and sharks. There's the turtle and the big white polar bear. But can you see behind the wrecks and in between the rocks? Let's see if we can find who's hiding there. Crab. The crab likes walking sideways, and I think the reason why is to make himself look sneaky and pretend that he's a spy. Turtles. We crawl up the beach from the water to bury our eggs on dry land. We lay a whole big batch, and then when they hatch, they scamper about in the sand. Dolphins. The wonderful thing about dolphins is hearing them trying to speak, but it's not how do you do, like I'd say to you. It's more of a click, whistle, squeak. Angelfish. Hello, I'm the angelfish, darling, the prettiest thing in the sea. What a shame there are no other creatures as gorgeous and lovely as me. Jellyfish. The jellyfish just loves to jiggle, which other fish think is quite dumb. She knows that it's not all that useful, but jiggling's very good fun. Shark. I swim with a grin up to greet you. See how my jaw opens wide. Why don't you come a bit closer? Please take a good look inside. Swordfish. I love to chase after small fishes. It stops me from getting too bored. And then when I start feeling hungry, I skewer a few on my sword. Octopus. Having 8 arms can be useful. You may think it looks a bit funny, but it helps me to hold on my children and tickle each one on the tummy. Stingray. At the bottom of the ocean, the stingray flaps his wings, but don't you get too close to him. His tail really stings. Lobster. Never shake hands with a lobster. It isn't a wise thing to do. With a clippity clap and a snippity snap, he would snip all your fingers in two. Deep sea. Miles below the surface, where the water's dark and deep, live the most amazing creatures that you could ever meet. There are fish of all descriptions, of every shape and size. Some have giant pointy teeth and great big bulbous eyes. Some of them can walk around and balance on their fins, but the strangest fish of all have glowing whiskers on their chins. Blue whale. There's no other beast on the planet as big as the giant blue whale. He measures a massive 100 feet long from his head to the tip of his tail. Walruses. Our bodies are covered with blubber, and our tusks are incredibly long. We're grumpy and proud, and we bellow out loud to show that we're mighty and strong. Sorry, excuse me, Harper. Penguins. We waddle about on our icebergs, which makes our feet slither and slide. And when we get close to the water, we leap with a splosh off the side. Polar bears. Deep out in the Arctic, the mummy polar bear snuggles up with all her children, as it's very cold out there. What a lot of creatures we have seen beneath the sea. What a lot of funny things they do. Some of them might lick their lips and eat you in one bite, and some might want to swim around with you. The dolphin's very friendly, and the lobster's very fierce, but the shark is the most dangerous by far. Can you name the other friends we've made along the way? See if you can tell me who they are. And that is it for commotion. In the ocean. That's a cute little book. I don't agree that sharks are dangerous, but I like it. Okay, and then also, I wanted to, so, as I've mentioned in, I think, all of my videos, I just recently had cool sculpting done on my chin, and I am having really bad pain, and it's been getting increasingly worse as the days go by. I'm on day 7, I think it's 1 week now, yeah, day 7, and it's really bad nerve pain, and the only thing that's been helping me is ibuprofen and this gel relief. It's diphenhydramine, which is essentially it's Benadryl, 2%. So I thought that it would make good sounds, and I'm gonna put some on because talking really hurts my chin, but I also really wanted to make this video, so. Just chill on it. I got a little towel. That real quick. Okay. It's more liquidy than I would like a gel to be, but it gives me relief, so whatever. I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear it. Oh my god, it hurts so bad. Last night was probably the worst I felt it. That's why I ended up getting the gel out. Luckily I had it from when I was pregnant. But it literally, if you've ever had sunburn, if you're pasty like me, I have had sun poisoning 3 times in my life because I got sunburn that was so bad. And if you've ever had a sunburn that was bad, you know that the burning on your skin feels like someone is just taking a lighter to your whole body or wherever you have sunburn, and it sucks. And that's what this feels like, or last night it did. And I was worried about putting cream on it because I was thinking if it's nerve pain, cream's not gonna do much because it's not the skin that's hurting, it's below the epidermis because it's my nerves. But hallelujah, this gel works, and ibuprofen does help as well, because I was close to calling the office and asking them for a prescription for gabapentin, which is for nerve pain. They say that it's a small amount of people that get pain, but from looking into it, I think that that's not true. I think it's more than they say that it is, because the highest percentage I've seen anybody report on, I believe, was 17%, and I think it's more because I went through forums and forums of just hundreds of people saying that they had this terrible pain that started on day 3, which is exactly describing the exact pain that I have, all nerve pain. And when I called the tech, she said that it was my nerves waking up. So I think it's more common than they want to let off, because they think maybe people won't get it, which I don't think is true. I would still get it if they told me there was pain, as long as I could take something for it. I just wish that I would have been more prepared, but I mean, it's not the tech's fault, you know. I think it's the people who own, like, Cool Sculpting, whatever the name is behind it. I think that they want to keep the percentage of people who experience pain as low as possible, so they're either not reporting it, or they need a certain amount of complaints from one person to consider it a official, like, medical report, or maybe it needs to be I don't know. All I'm saying is I think it's more than 17%. But anyways, back to the video. Okay, so a few books here. I picked out all of my son's favorites, the ones that he wants, like, every day. So this one is his ultimate favorite. It's a Winnie the Pooh book. He loves Winnie the Pooh books. Where is the Heffalump? Heffalump, Heffalump, Heffalump. It's a fun little, like, pop-up book, even though it is broke. Because I made the mistake of letting him play with it by himself. I should have known a 1-year-old is gonna rip a book. But he loves this book. Lift the flap. Where is the Heffalump? Come out, Piglet. I'm looking for the Heffalump. Also, if you guys have any requests or anything like that, just let me know, and I will try my best to do it. I'm a little weary about roleplays, but I think I'd be willing to try. I wonder where the Heffalump could be in Rabbit's shed. Shh. I'm hiding from the Heffalump. Is the Heffalump hiding in Kanga's basket? It's supposed to have a flap here, but it does not, because my son ripped it off. So no, the Heffalump is not in the basket. Is the Heffalump hiding in Tigger's tree? Also, behind the river reeds. River reeds. River reeds. River reeds. I'm waiting for the heffalump. If you are able to hear that noise, my bedroom bathroom is right here, and it has a skylight, and it's raining, so it's hitting the skylight. So, hopefully it's not too loud. Oh, heffalump, where are you? This one's also missing. It says, shh, I'm hiding from you. Me to my kids. I'm just kidding, no Karens in the comments. I don't hide from my kids. I just take an extra 15 minutes to be. Where can the heffalump be hiding? Help Pooh and his friends look up, down, in, and around every place in the 100-acre wood to find the heffalump in this wonderful Lift the Flap. This book was. I actually don't know where it's from. My mom gave me like a huge box of books when my husband and I, boyfriend at the time, moved out of my house because I was pregnant for about 4 months before we moved into our own place, and they also happened to be moving right when we were, so I just took the stuff that they didn't want, and there was a whole bunch of books in the garage, so she gave it to me. Heffalump. I like that word, I don't know why. Heffalump, heffalump, heffalump. That sounds like an insult to someone. Okay, and then I'm so sorry guys, I just drank a pop. No red monsters allowed. It's like Elmo. Also, $1 from Dollar General. This is so nostalgic. This, I don't know if anybody remembers that from when they were little or younger. I don't want to say little, but when they were younger. This is like the old pattern. My mom used to read these when I was little. Ring, ring. Hazel Monster called her friend Harry on the phone. When he answered, she said, "Hello, Harry. Do you want to come and play in my new tree house? I built it all by myself." "You bet," said Harry. "Hannah Monster is here visiting. Can she come too?" "Of course," said Hazel. "Excellent." Harry and Hannah looked just like Hazel. All three of them were blue and furry. They all had purple noses. because Mommy made a snack for the blue monsters. Scrumptious, said Hannah between chomps. This is the same snack that my mommy gives me. Yeah, said Harry, slurping down his glass of carrot juice. Celery and crunchy monster butter is the best. Thank you, Mrs. Monster. Come on, Harry. Come on, Hannah, said Hazel. Let's go to my treehouse. The three fuzzy blue monsters scrambled up the ladder to Hazel's treehouse. First, they played jacks. Next, Hazel, Harry, and Hannah shot marbles. Later, while the monsters were playing cards, Elmo came by. Wow, a treehouse, said Elmo. Hazel, Elmo wants to climb up and play. Hazel looked down. No way, she said. No red monsters allowed. This racist book. Elmo blushed a deeper red. He slumped to the ground. Why can't Elmo go up to Hazel's treehouse? Wondered Elmo. Elmo can play. Up in the treehouse, Hazel said, Come on, everybody, let's play cards. The blue monsters picked up their cards. Harry could not concentrate. He was thinking about Elmo. So was Hannah. Hannah felt like she might cry. So really, it's Hazel that is the issue here. Such a pretty name. What a waste. Then Harry spoke up. Hazel, why can't Elmo play with us? Yeah, why not, said Hannah in a little voice. We like Elmo. He can't because it's my treehouse, and I say so, said Hazel. No red monsters allowed. But why not? Asked Harry. Elmo is fun. Hazel thought for a moment. Elmo can't come up and play because he's red and we're blue. Elmo is different. So what, said Harry. Red is good, blue is good, different is good. I love that. I think we've all met some Hazels in our life. Hazel thought for another moment. She liked Harry. Harry was usually right about things. Hazel leaned out of the treehouse. Elmo, she called. I changed my mind. Climb on up. Yay, said Hannah. Elmo jumped up. Yippee. Red monsters are allowed. Up the ladder he went. Elmo, do you know how to play tiddlywinks? Asked Hazel. No, said Elmo, but Elmo can learn. Sure, said Hannah. Watch us first, and then you can play when you know how. Okie dokie, said Elmo. Elmo learned tiddlywinks right away. Even Hazel saw how much fun it was to play with both blue and red monsters. Now Elmo will teach you a game, said Elmo. It's called Imagine Animals. You try to guess what animal Elmo is. Here we go. Elmo leaned over, held his hands together, and swung his arms from side to side beneath his nose. Then he lumbered across the floor. Elephant, shouted Hannah. Excellent, Hazel laughed, and she and Harry clapped and cheered. What animal am I? Hazel stood up on her tiptoes and stretched her whole body upward so that she seemed much taller. Then she held one arm up above her head and opened and shut her hand like a mouth. Alligator, said Harry. No, silly, said Hazel. Look, I'm eating leaves. Munch, munch, munch. Horse, said Hannah. No, no, said Hazel. Don't you get it? I'm very tall. Elmo knows the answer, get all the blue monsters at once. Then let's go to my house for a snack, said Elmo. All the monsters clambered down the ladder and over to Elmo's house. I mean, is it just me, or does Hazel here look like a former Karen? Just kidding. Hello, kids, said Elmo's furry red monster mommy. Welcome. Hazel looked around. Your house is different from ours, she said. Then she quickly added, but your house is nice too. Thank you, dear, said Elmo's mommy. She spooned fruit salad into 4 little bowls. Elmo's mom knows what's up. What are these green fruits with all the seeds? Asked Harry. Kiwis, said Elmo. Yum, yum. Our mommies always give us vegetables for a snack, said Hazel. Something tells me that Hazel's dad owns a company, if you know what I'm saying. Come on, Hazel, said Harry. Just try it. I'm going to. Yes, kids do have a taste, said Elmo's mommy. My mother gave me kiwis when I was little. Our whole family loves them. But if you don't like kiwis, Hazel dear, you don't have to eat them. Harry and Hannah and Hazel all took bites. Hannah and Hazel both said delicious. Ew, said Harry. Excuse me, I'm sorry, but I don't think I like kiwis. Everybody laughed. That's all right, said Elmo's mommy. You tried them, and that is what is important. My son is in a stage where he doesn't want to eat anything. And I know he's I wouldn't say he's too young to understand, but I always tell him, you have to try it at least. You don't have to eat it, but you have to try it. And I think for a 1-year-old, he's really good about it because he'll take, like a little bite out of whatever it is. He makes it very apparent of his disgust, but he still tries it. Soon it was time to go. Goodbye and thank you, Elmo and Mrs. Monster, said Hannah. Thank you very much, said Harry. You're welcome, said Elmo's mommy. Could Elmo come over to my house tomorrow, Mrs. Monster? Asked Hazel. Would you like that, Elmo? Asked his mommy. Oh yes, Elmo would like that very much, said Elmo. Can we play in your treehouse, Hazel? Sure we can, said Hazel. Excellent. Bye now. Goodbye, Hazel. Goodbye, everybody, called Elmo, and he and his mommy waved bye-bye. The end. Reading this and really paying attention to it, this is gonna be controversial, I don't know, people probably disagree with me, but I have a suspicion that Elmo may have autism, which, if that is the case, I think that that's really cool. think it's important for kids to know and understand that other children are not always like them. No children are like them. And that it's important to accept everybody for who they are. I personally think that's like the most important thing to teach your kids, is to be kind and accept people and love people and themselves. Accept and love themselves. Because I think everybody struggles with that. Everybody has some degree of trauma. Okay. This one I thought would be cool because it has different textures that I thought would sound nice. This is Carry Me, and it's just different types of semi-trucks. My son absolutely loves this book. My dad used to be a truck driver. He does here and there at the job he's at now, but whenever I read this book to him, I always say this is what Poppy does. He's funny too because he knows the difference between cars and trucks, so he's always pointing out like cars or trucks. Mainly because my husband and my dad are crazy about like if I call like an SUV or a truck a car, they'll be like, a truck. Like, okay, it's a truck. My mom's kind of like that too. This is the first page. It says Big Rigged. The Big Rigs tractor unit is very powerful. It can hold extremely heavy loads. I want to make a joke so bad, but I won't. Dump truck. My dad used to, that's what he used to drive, was dump trucks. He used to like take garbage to the what are they called? I can't think of the words on the tip of my tongue, but that's what he used to do. And in the summer, when I didn't have school, I used to go with him, and I thought it was so fun. I miss those days. Maybe very soon we'll get to go with them. The dump truck can carry enormous loads. The extra wheels are lowered if the load is really heavy. Cement truck. I'm going to skip a page because my phone is about to die. Okay, dump truck. Sleeper cat.